That's better. Knob. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is the Ripper Danny B, and I'm attempting this for the second time because I fucked it up the first time. So, welcome to the weekly vlog. All that shit. I haven't got anything special lined up for you guys this week. Last week, obviously, I managed to take you out to smack the microphone like a twat. Last week I managed to take you guys out to London with me and to the surgery appointment sort of with me, and yeah, that was all great. But this week's kind of been a lot quieter, many different reasons really, but it's just I don't have a lot to show you, so I'd rather just kind of, rather than forgetting about the vlog, I picked it up and it's been quite popular so far, and I really do appreciate that. It's not the best performing videos on my channel, but they seem to be the most interactive ones, the people that are actually paying attention to. They're watching more often, like most of my wrestling videos, understandably, and I know why, have very little view time. These guys, these seem to be doing well, so thank you guys for those that are paying attention. So I figured I'd just kind of, I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest with you. I want to sit down and I want to talk, and I've got a lot to talk about. I've got a whole life full of ups and downs and lefts and rights and ups and sideways and backwards and up the arse and everything else. So why not just sit here and talk? I did want to do a bit of a Q&A session, but only one question got asked. So that was from Kenny, my buddy that runs the Alpha Gamer Wolf channel, and I will link him down there in below in the description, and go check him out. He's awesome. I think he's having a few problems with his Xbox at the moment, which means he's not uploading too often, but yeah, you will also see one of his shows, the wonderful Ripper Daddy B character, show up, as well as my own creation of Juliet Brooks. So yeah, definitely go and have a look at go and have a look at the Kenny's channel, please. Go, it'll be fun. He did ask one question, and his question was simply, welcome to the WWE, how tough are ya? Now Kenny, I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that. I'm assuming that question relates to if I was to show up in the WWE, if I was to achieve my lifelong dream of becoming a professional wrestler or sports entertainer. I make it to the WWE, how tough are you? Chicken shit! Chicken shit! Because I'm 5'7", and if I ever get back into shape again, I'll probably end up around the 180-pound mark. I know there's kind of a revolution at the moment with cruiserweights, and I'd probably fit right into that, but quite frankly, for the most part, most guys in the WWE are still fucking massive! He's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that! I'm so sorry, Enzo. So yeah, I'd probably be a good little chicken shit heel. Much mark my alley. You know, dastardly dangerous. I mean, I probably wouldn't be a high flyer or a great technical wizard. I'd just be the guy that'd poke you in the eye and roll you up, and that would be fun. So anyway, now that we got that out of the way, thank you, Kenny. I did have an Ask the Ripper hashtag going, but it turns out as I looked for that on Twitter, other guys use that too. So I haven't figured out a new hashtag for it yet. Probably ask TRDB or something like that. We'll figure it out, no problem. We'll get to that another time. If you guys ever want any questions answered on the Friday vlogs, shoot them at me anytime in the week and I will answer them every Friday, no problem. So what do I talk about today? I figured the main reason I'm struggling to get videos out at the moment, like you guys have seen my gameplay videos. Okay, to be honest with you, nobody has seen this gameplay video. The most recent one, the one I put out on Monday, the Rocket League one, literally no one has watched that. So yeah, if that continues on that way, I might drop the gameplay video element of the channel pretty quickly. You win some, you lose some. But yeah, I've mentioned many times through Twitter and through my vlogs, through everything else, I'm a dad. And through the summer holidays, it gets really, really bad trying to record videos. I can't find the time. I'm barely finding the time to sit down here just to do this one now. I kind of want to talk about that now. For you guys that don't know, I became a dad at 21. Barely at 21. Like, I turned 21 on the 17th of August in 2011. Which, yes, by the way, means A, my birthday is coming up. Send me presents. Lots of presents. No, seriously, I'm not a presents guy. I also share the birthday with Paige. WWE Superstar Paige. So, yeah, she's younger than me. I'm getting to that point now where I realise watching wrestling that I'm getting old. Tell you, they're all coming in, they're all younger. It's just watching the Cruiserweight Classics. Noam Dar shows up. Noam Dar shows up. I'm 22. Fuck you. Kids these days, honestly. Yeah, I became a dad at 21, and my wife already had a child from her previous relationship. He doesn't live with us full time. We see him during the summer holidays, and again, that's one of the things I'm not really going to get into. But I've got them both at the moment. And it's fucking hell, I tell you. Don't ever believe anyone. Like, if you're a prospective parent and anyone's telling you it's all going to be fine, it's all going to be fine, it is. But you're going to pull your fucking hair out while it's fine. Believe me, like, usually my boy, my little Rai, he's fine. He's a fairly mature little man, and I pretty much raised him alone. Well, I wouldn't say alone, that's not fair. But my wife is the full-time worker, and she always has been. Whereas, I say always, since he was about 1 year old anyway. And I've been at home because of the injury and because of many other reasons. It's just been easier. At the time when she first got the job, we were technically homeless as well. We were being put up by the council in a shit box, essentially, and that's what it was. That's the topic for another day, I guess. But when they're together and as they get older, it becomes hell, and I'm not equipped for it. But do you know what? That's fine. Fuck it. Who cares? You got to live life as you see it. You got to learn. You got to pull things together. So if you are a prospective parent out there, or a parent out there that thinks you can't handle it, it's cool. You're not alone, man. There's many of us out there that, even though we think we're fine most of the time, sometimes something comes up and we're just out of our depth, and it's cool. Get over it, you know. Everything's a learning curve, and it has been for me. Trying to deal with two young kids, one's 4, one's about to turn 5, one's 9. I'm disabled, as we all know. I can't run around. I can't just take them to the park and kick a ball around with them, because I end up suffering and not being able to move the next day. And that has a massive psychological effect on me, and it does for more reasons than you think, actually, because of my own father. And again, that's another topic for another day. Probably won't go too much into that one, because I know how much my dad would fucking shout at me. Love my dad, we're good friends. But yeah, he doesn't like being brought up on the internet. He's old school like that. He doesn't like his name being out there at all. It's funny. But I want to say, like, I seem stressed, and it's hard to get at what I want to do. You know, right now I'm focusing a lot of energy on YouTube, on trying to get videos up, trying to improve my quality, trying to involve you guys as much as possible. Like, I've been up hours laying in bed at night trying to think about season 2 of CWR, which, you know, isn't going to even start till October, till 2K17 comes out. And I've been thinking a lot about where it's going. I haven't even booked up to the next pay-per-view yet. I've recorded all of Immortality bar one match, and, you know, that's all out the way. So my brain just moves on. It starts going forward and forward and forward, and I'm having to go back and retrospectively change some of the things in Immortality, by the way, just simply because of the Raw and SmackDown updates and new musics and such. Maybe that gives a clue away as to one of the matches. Who knows? But, you know, wrestling has been my outlet for a long time. Now, without wrestling, I've been through more than one case of depression in my life, and it's not always been easy, and wrestling has always been a good outlet for me. It's been able to watch it, get immersed in it, and I'm starting to involve the kids in it as well now, especially the older one, who understands a little more, but even the younger one, you know, he's still a big John Cena fan, woo! And I think I'm rambling. I'm rambling. I've just checked the time of this video. I'm rambling utter bollocks, because I don't really have a lot to talk about. So I guess what the point of this video was to say is, like, I'm human, and we all are. I got a friend out there, and she'll probably hate me bringing this up, and she's got twins, and one of her coping mechanisms is to just refer to them as the weasels. And I know if she sees this, she'll laugh out loud, because she knows just how fucking funny I find that. And I do. I've got nicknames for them. I've got Monkey, Terror, you know, all the like. It ain't all easy. It ain't perfect. It ain't Hollywood. And just to know, don't be afraid. It applies to everything. Whether it's, you know, being a parent. I was a young parent. I wasn't prepared. I was 21 years old. I'd only just gotten married as well. retrospectively, it was all way too young, and I had hopes, I had dreams, I had plans. You know, I was just about to move to Italy when I met my wife in 19, and everything changes. And now I get to watch some of my friends jet set around the world like I plan to. My own brother does it because he's now 22. He's got a full-time job. He makes more money than I've ever made. But at the end of the day, I can look into their eyes and say, do you know what? I'm happy. And that's what matters. And I'm going to continue to do what it takes to make sure I'm okay within myself, because that is the most important thing in the world. If you're struggling, reach out, ask someone. Because there's always somebody out there. There really is. Most of you know I'm not a friendly person for the most part. I don't do well with the human race. I have anxiety issues and I'm socially awkward. I think we call them introverts, maybe. Who knows? So this is why I wanted to keep these vlogs going, because when I don't have a lot to talk about, I could just get stuff off my chest and I could just babble for ages. Yeah, for a guy that kind of likes his silence, I can talk for fucking forever, I tell you. But I guess that's all I've really got to say on it at the moment. I am just rambling on about nothing because I've got nothing to say. But you always find something, don't you? When you actually sit down and go, do you know what, I'm going to talk today, and you find something. And that's what came to mind. I kind of didn't really plan this out. As you can tell, I don't have a script in front of me. I didn't really plan what I was going to talk about here. It's just kind of bullet points of why I haven't got anything next, and I'm going to get on to why what's going on next week in a second. But yeah, I think I'll just do more of this, and if you guys like this, let me know. I've got a lot of experiences in my life, and it hasn't all been easy. Most of it's actually been quite tough, and it's moulded me into... don't get me wrong, I didn't grow up in a slum. I've always had, you know, food on my plate, but that's the thing, is some people think that just because you're not in the bottom 10% of the world, because you're not in a third world country, because you're not being beaten by your parents, you know, because you've never experienced anything traumatic to that extent, that your life wasn't hard, and that's not true. Many of us out there have experienced hardships that are our own fault, that seem pale and petty in comparison to somebody else, but in the end of the day, we're all human beings, we all have our own feelings. Some people could have been brought up by millionaires and still be manically depressed because their life just wasn't what they wanted it to be. And sometimes you just got to take hold of that and do it. Yes, my life is dictated by the fact I am a father. Don't get me wrong. Everything I do, every last damn thing I think about, it revolves around my child. And it has to. And the summer months, obviously, it revolves around both of them. But that doesn't change me. That doesn't stop me from being who I want to be and just finding ways to outlet myself. Yes, I used to be a party animal. Yes, I used to go out drinking. Yes, I used to close down the clubs. I found ways around it. There's books. YouTube has been amazing. It's been an incredible way to let out some of who I am. As you guys, most of you know, I was an e-fedder for a long time, and again, that's another story for another day. And officially I have not retired from e-fedding, but I've just decided to throw my creativity into YouTube instead and see how that pans out, because at least now, you know, I'm doing something I really want to do. So that's that. So we'll move on anyway, because I feel like I'm just talking absolute shite. Next week is going to be a lot more fun. There probably won't be so much of this, just me sitting in front of the camera kind of crap, because we're going to Gay Pride tomorrow, and it's Gay Pride Parade in Brighton, where I live. Most of you probably already know that anyway, watching Zoella and PewDiePie and everybody else. They'll probably all be there as well. And if you have a problem with me going to celebrate the LGBTQ community, fuck yeah! Quite frankly, I'm quite accepting of most people, but homophobia is one thing I won't stand for at all. Personal reasons, of course, yes. Another day. I'm an open book, like I said. I'm not really going to hide anything from anyone, but yeah, I'm going to go love it, and the kids are going to enjoy it. And quite frankly, if you have a problem with me exposing my children to that kind of community, then you can go fuck yourself, as far as I'm concerned. I'll accept most of you guys. You guys are my friends. You guys are my base, the people I care about. But if you have a problem with that, go away. I don't want to know. I don't want to know, and I don't want to read the hate comments either, because it will just drive me insane. But we're going to go and have a bit of fun with that, and then next week we're taking them to Chesterton World of Adventures, literally emptying the fucking bank accounts to do it, but sod it, why not? And my wife is kind of treating it as a birthday present for me as well. I told her to shove it because I tend to ignore my birthday as it comes around. Yes, I'm one of those miserable old fucks. But she's getting it in anyway. So, yeah, that should be a lot more fun. We'll have a lot more footage from Chessington next week. And as always, if you guys do have any questions, comments, reviews, anything else you want me to do next Friday, hit me up on Twitter at @TheRipperDannyB. There might be a little thing under here right now. I don't know. I'm not going to use the full editor for this because there's not a lot of point. Yeah, hit me up on Twitter or comment down below. And I'll see you guys next week. If you did enjoy the vlog, if you wanted to see more of my family life, or you want to hear me ramble like a twat forever, then don't forget to let me know, because if you guys really do like these, if you guys like I say, you guys are really interacting, it's made me so positive about why I'm doing this, about what I'm doing, the fact that there's people out there who want to listen to this stupid old Englishman just ramble on. My heart goes out to you guys. So if you want to hear more, let me know. That's the only way I'm ever going to know what you guys are enjoying from me, and I can always tailor it to whatever you guys want to see. If you do have any questions, comments, all that bollocks, like I said, let me know. Hit me up on Twitter. Otherwise, I'll be back on. I'm not going to release a gameplay video this week, or maybe I will. I have still got one more lined up, so I might throw it out there anyway, see how it does. But there's a chance that they may not continue on much longer, simply because they're just not being watched, and you know, what's the point if they're not being watched? Yeah, other than that, I'll see you Tuesday, I guess, for CWR. And I'll be back next Friday with another vlog. And I guess thank you all for joining, and I will see you next time. Take care, and remember, keep it sweet.